Hey, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and it's my pleasure to be talking to you at this moment. I just want to share this because of what many people have been asking me, regarding the news on China and the digital finance world. Yeah, we just heard that China is attacking the cryptocurrency markets. Actually, in this case, for the second time. So, what many people have asked me is, how is this going to affect the cryptocurrency world? Now, I'm not a financial advisor. My sincere desire in this part of the world is to see how my team, educate people as much as possible so that they will take advantage of the digital finance economy or the cryptocurrency space in their own way without giving their money to anyone, but having control over their funds and keeping all the profits where they make profits. But of course, it's a lot difficult to make profits and maintain the trend if you are not educated. So I'm just saying this to my friends so that they'll have some kind of rest of mind that yes, China is attacking the cryptocurrency world, the cryptocurrency market for the second time this year. And this time it is instituting some kind of sweeping ban on all crypto related activities in the country. So the whole crypto market kind of got affected by that news. Of course, for some of us, we were informed because of the community that I belong to. We get this information about something going to happen in the cryptocurrency world. And because we invest long term, we are told, we are educated so that we can take advantage and protect our portfolio. So if you're not there, if you don't understand how this works, you can always reach out to me and or any member of my team and we'll be able to help. But let's go back to China. So listen, let's kind of rewind to the last time that China kind of instituted a similar ban on cryptocurrency, crypto mining, and the likes. Well, that happened sometime in June. Back then, Bitcoin dropped from $40,000 to about $30,000 on the news. And it stayed there, kind of languished for a few weeks. Then by early September, Bitcoin again rose up to 50,000. All right. So, in other words, it would make sense to say that the last time that China instituted a big ban on cryptocurrency, it ultimately was nothing more than a great buying opportunity for investors that are knowledgeable and are prepared and were prepared for that move. So the question is, what information do you have today and how prepared are you for this movement in the digital finance space? Well, from what we see, we're also suspecting that this is also going to play out similarly. Remember, I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a legal advisor. I'm just educated. And for those of us in my team and those that I work with, we're not really concerned by this news at all because the very nature of the decentralized architecture of cryptos is it's designed in such a way that it will be hard for any one country to just place a ban and affect the entire cryptocurrency world. And while China truly has an enormous, a huge population, the crypto market wasn't reliant upon mass adoption in China in that space to drive crypto prices higher. So what I'm trying to say is that what China does, yes, the news will fly. It's going to affect. It's going to have some tiny effect, but then that cannot really cripple the entire cryptocurrency space. In fact, the cryptocurrency world was designed to withstand things like this. So the real value creation in cryptos will happen through adoption in Western economies like America, Canada, and the European Union. In some of these cases, some of those spaces, still countries are still slow and considering quite a number of things in order to adopt cryptos or to adopt cryptocurrency. But another force that would push cryptocurrency is the emerging economies like Southeast Asia, South America, and Africa. So if you are in Africa, you must understand that Africa will play a significant role in pushing cryptocurrency adoption. And it is happening even in Nigeria today, it's happening. Okay, so as long as those countries don't make moves to ban cryptocurrency, the long-term outlook for crypto prices will really remain favorable. So if you're in the crypto space, don't despair, don't lose hope. All you need to do is continue to get knowledgeable. For those of you that are in Nigeria and Africa, this part of the world, that what we think about, many of us think about is how we want to get rich quick, and then how we want to give our money to someone to do business for us. We don't want to understand what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. This is a wake-up call for you to begin to try to understand what's happening in the space, because this region is playing a very preponderant role in the adoption of cryptocurrency. You don't want to be overtaken by these events. Remember that back in the day, that's how the printing press, there was a time when the wealthy people, the royals, the religious people or leaders were the ones that would read and then explain to the laities or the population. So they were able to control the population. But when printing press was invented and it came on board, people could read by themselves and make decisions and then challenge what the teachers back then used to tell them. And that brought about a great shift in human civilization and movement. And then fast forward to the early 2020s, and the early 2000s, when actually the internet became very open and people could access the internet. Even at that point, many people felt that the internet was just a passing fad. It wasn't going to stay, it wasn't going to last. It was a flash in the pan. 21 years down the line, you would agree with me that there's almost nothing you want to do today that the internet will not be involved. So cryptocurrency has been there from the invention of Bitcoin till date, has been there for 11 years. Do you know what's going to happen in the next 10 years? Do you completely want to ignore this? Or do you want to gain knowledge and then decide whether you want to get into it or not get into it? In fact, it's not a matter of whether getting into it or not. Everyone will eventually be affected. That's my opinion. It might be wrong. You can debate it. So what I'm saying at the end of the day is that the countries that I have mentioned in South Asia, Africa, and the likes are not behaving like China as we speak. You see, outside of China, legislation is advancing in nearly every other applicable country toward normalizing crypto usage. Okay, in America, Europe, people are making moves to see that they've come to realize, look, institutions are getting in. Okay, institutions are getting in, big guys are getting in, multi-millionaires are getting in. It's not something that you can wish away. Rather, everyone wants to get in and see how can we create a framework that caters to everyone. So it's a bad move to just stay out completely and not to even try to understand what this is about. Well, there are lots of videos out there, lots of people trying to advise you. So it can become confusing, the plethora of advisors here and there, and some of them are not even qualified. So yes, I understand, but don't run away from it. Try as much as possible to understand what you can. We're here to help. We're a team of people that help people to understand how they can actually navigate through over 7,900 cryptocurrencies in the market and over 400 exchanges, and how you can actually be profitable. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to know so much. You don't have to be a guru in anything. It's just that you need mentors and coaches and analysts that would guide you. And we've done this since 2017, and we've had about 97.5% accuracy in our predictions and in our calls. We work with the best minds and the best brains in the industry, in the space. So we're here to help. We're committed to help. And none of us is going to take a dime from you, okay, to invest in your behalf. No, that's not what we do. What we try to do is to cancel that move where most Africans get into giving money to people to give them 0.5%, 1% per day. That's not what we do. We say we give you control, 100% control over your capital, and you take 100% control of every profit that comes in. It takes a few seconds to get into the market after we teach you, after we train you, and it takes a few seconds to get out in case you decide not to no longer invest in an asset. So you don't have to sign a contract for 6 months, for 1 year, and throughout that period, you won't have access to your money. That's not what we do. Okay, so we remain steadfastly strong. We remain steadfast and strong in the digital finance with the cryptocurrency space. We're not part of the get rich quick scheme, guys. We are purely educators and entrepreneurs. So if you are interested in investing in the cryptocurrency world and you're scared by the China news, please don't get scared. You can get, I don't know where you'll be watching this, there might be a link somewhere. Anyhow, just get across to me, or the team will be willing to help guide you on how you can actually begin to make profit in the cryptocurrency space. Let me just tell you this to round up. In 2017, we called an asset that helped people to turn $100 into about 1.1 billion naira. That's like 36,000 naira into 1.1 billion naira. In 2020, March 13th, we called another asset that helped people to turn 36,000 naira, that's $100, into about 18.7 million. We called another asset still within the same period in 1 year that turned that in 1 year and 3 months, investors were able to grow their funds from about 36,000 to 37 million naira in 1 year without any selling anything, referring anyone, sponsoring anyone. But just that they got the information and they positioned themselves, right? So we're doing some more. We're still calling assets. We're guiding people on how to get assets. Now the cryptocurrency world is actually moving. It's disruptive. You know, you have the decentralized finance space. You have the NFTs. You have the launch pads. We're helping people to understand all of these and take action. And we're helping ordinary people. So let me tell you something. Forget China. The rest of the world is actually pivoting around legitimizing and normalizing cryptos. So long as that remains true, crypto prices will trend higher in a multi-month and multi-year window. So don't worry about the dip right now. Don't worry about that. Trust me, the bull is about to hit the run, right? So do not make any mistakes. Do not slow down. Get in right now. We're here to help. Stay patient, stay the course. For you is that you go on succeeding in whatever you're doing. But remember, you cannot go on succeeding without being a better version of yourself. So click on the link below. There's a link there. I don't know where you're watching this. If there's any way you can get across to me, get across to my team, we're willing to help you. Without education, it's going to be very difficult. But listen, sound education makes a man unfit for slavery. So let us help you. Bye for now. Don't get scared by what you hear on the news. I see.